Welcome back.
Welcome back. But what you were saying, close way off.
Hey. We're back in the studio.
We're back in the studio.
Back in the studio. Let's talk about that. Look at this. We got 2 cameras. Dante
3
Williams in the... Yeah, 3 cameras.
Holy shit. Is the
cut to
lighting
that.
right?
In the editing, cut
you look
to
like
that
you're in
one,
fucking Miami, dude. I look like I...
You look much less ghostly with that light turned off.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, no. Trust me.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. No.
But it's television, man. You know, Suits? No lawyers are like those people.
Well, I never watched Suits. They all just fuck each other. They're diverse.
What?
That one dude had photographic memory.
Yo, I'm not hearing you at all. Are you
Testing 1 2.
Okay.
The main guy had photographic memory.
That's what I mean. You don't have that. There's the one
Maybe up
guy
your
that's
game a
that
little
guy
bit, yeah.
probably works at the CIA. He's probably fit.
As fuck.
Yeah. Big old chest on him.
Damn straight.
Turtle shell abdomen.
There's that Anuja email coming in.
Yeah, that sausage, that Italian spicy sausage.
I should have turned off I should have turned off my inbox. Yeah. If you don't actually mind, can you just go click the bottom left? Just put it.
If you don't
sleep?
mind, can you put me to sleep on this email? So now, how many steps in the process till you're American? And do you get any credit for having previous experience there? You got a little resume there. Hey, I worked at Chrysler, guys. You care about that? I contributed to your economy.
No. Be like, hey, just so you know, I know I'm trying to come in. It hurts. I know I'm trying to come in. The visa is an extraordinary talent visa.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I was in on an engineering visa, and I know engineering. That don't help. They're like, you're not an extraordinary talent. You're an engineer.
Oh my god.
Like, it's all very like departmentalized.
They don't have that on your,
it's compartmentalized.
They don't have that on your permanent record there?
They have it out there, but that don't help me. That hurts me.
Nobody's talking to you like in an interview with the lamp on you. They're not like, hey, it says here you were you're an engineer.
That's true.
Do they ask you? Has anybody asked you this?
I'm not at that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm ever
you're
gonna
like,
be.
Imagine
like
you guys have 35 minutes. I got safe black.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it wasn't actually good. One guy watched it all, commented, didn't laugh once. I'm like, thanks for watching though. Thanks for watching the whole thing.
That's a pill to swallow, isn't it?
Oh yeah, buddy. People hate people, and then there's positive comments. There's like 50 positive comments that I don't remember. You know,
hate is kind of the sugar to the
this guy's writing notes.
tomato
Hate.
sauce. To the tomato sauce.
Sugar to
Wait, so you put sugar in your tomato sauce?
Some people put a little sweetness in the
Do
tomato
you?
sauce. Well,
'Cause you make it. You
tomatoes
make
are
a
bitter. I make a bunch of different ones.
Do you put sugar in it?
I've done it without.
Do you prefer it?
I don't know. Depends what it is. If there's meat in there, I think if it was just tomatoes, it's okay to put a little bit because they're bitter sometimes. But depends on what you're doing with those tomatoes.
Yeah, he brought up the topic of sugar and tomato sauce.
I've
I'm
never
trying to
heard
dodge
that.
everything.
Because it's common. You'll see it.
I've never heard that before.
Is it taboo
You'll see
among
it.
the Italians, so you didn't want to put it on air?
I don't think so. I think anything that's
Anything goes.
anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
It's just a flavor, baby.
Yeah, I think. Okay, have you been seeing this Dillon Danis, Logan Paul shit?
Beam me up.
You've been in Edinburgh living in a hut.
Buddy, I've been fucking just isolated, depressed.
Okay, so
I'm
Dillon
home,
Danis is
baby.
an MMA fighter, but he's gonna box Logan Paul.
Is this the chick that goes, I could fuck him?
Yeah, no. This girl, this thing you see right here. What's her name? Nina Agda?
I don't know. Do you want
Adja?
to play this video or do you want
No,
to
don't
press
play it.
conference? Okay.
Don't play it. Just type in Logan Paul's fiance so we get her real name. I think it's Nina Adda. Okay, so Dillon Danis released a video that is, and you can go look it up. It's just of her
Dillon
saying
Danis is a boxer.
he's UFC,
yeah, okay.
MMA.
No.
He's not in the UFC, right?
No. He's not UFC. Don't
Yeah.
give him that credit.
He's MMA.
He's Bellator, all right?
Yeah, but a lot of Bellator guys go over to the UFC. But he fights.
Yeah, okay.
He fights.
Okay.
So Logan Paul is going to fight him. Logan Paul is also very jacked for some
No,
reason.
Logan Paul's a fighter. These guys
very
are
jacked.
fighters.
Well, not like Danis is. Like Danis fights, I think. Logan Paul's like in between wrestling and whatever, you know what I mean? I think Dillon Danis full-time fights, if I'm not mistaken.
Barely.
But like that's his thing. It's not like he has other cool shit that
When was
he's
the last
doing.
time you seen him fight?
I've never seen him fight one time. I'm just saying like his, you know, when you look somebody up, his thing is he a fighter? I'm asking.
Yeah, like he's technically
That's his
an
thing.
MMA fighter,
Yeah.
but he hasn't fought in a while, and he doesn't fight at the highest level.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like a good matchup.
Because it's guys like us, I'm like,
That's
oh,
a
he's fighting an
Jake Paul
MMA
matchup.
fighter.
It is.
It's like, well, he was working for Perlator because what's it called? They make 150 grand now.
Oh,
UPS.
UPS.
Yeah. It's like, fuck that, buddy. I'm on. I got a new route.
So Dillon Danis, to promote the fight, is just going after his fiance, who is this Nina Agdal girl, who dated DiCaprio, and he released a video of her in bed just being like, this is the longest I've gone without sex since I've started having it, and I need like a good thick sausage. And she's talking about how she needs dick.
Wait. This is while she's dating the guy?
I think we need to play Abbas the video.
Oh, press it.
No, I don't know if it's that one. You got to go to the Google search. Type in the Dillon Danis.
Is that DiCaprio was giving her thick sausage drill?
Well, apparently she's slammed like 150 dudes. But what's crazy is she's like a supermodel, and I don't understand why this is a knock to him.
What do you want me to search? Sorry,
Dillon Danis, Nina Agdal video. I don't know why this is a knock. Like, oh, okay, she's just beautiful and wants to smash all the time. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Like, what's
she's like, I need to smash, man. Smash, man.
What are we spilling milk over this thing? I think it was up top.
The ads and these type of things kill me all the time.
Dude, Sports Kita.
Now, how the fuck did you get this?
Yeah, it's right there. Dillon Danis hit that guy. Boss needs this full audio.
Go to the back. Oh, look at her watch. She's got the Royce.
She's like perpetual. She's like from Denmark too.
Pause it. Go to the back, bro.
Yeah, we need our.
Okay, stop talking. Okay, beginning again. I didn't hear it.
By the way, I'm very proud of myself. This is the longest I've ever gone without sex since I started. Obviously, it's driving me crazy. I am struggling. I need penis inside of me.
Hilarious.
ASAP. Like, all I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body. So, if any of you guys know a good dick
destroying my body
that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it. Right here.
Hilarious.
By the way,
wait. Okay, this is the chick this guy's marrying, right?
Yeah. That's his fiance.
Logan Paul.
That's that. If I've ever seen wife material, it's that. Number one. All right. Number two.
Everyone's posting this video and reacting, and be like, "This is your girl. You're gonna wife that," and it's everyone. Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure.
Jason Love's like, or whatever. What's his name? Adam 22 is like, I don't see a problem with that. Jason Love slides in. I will come in.
I don't get why people are. If you go to the comments and shit, people are like trying to light up Logan Paul about it. But like, okay,
132 million views because people will jerk off to that shit right there.
Yeah, and Danis actually, I think he's just. Obviously, this is too far. A lot of people saying it's too far. Like, you're just attacking the girl, which I get. You don't need to keep it about Logan if you can. But like 132 million, a lot of people are going to watch this fight because of this shit. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they're trying to go for.
Is that video? When did she put that video up?
I have no idea.
Probably a while back.
Also, how did he get it? The hell is he doing with that?
132 million. Everyone got it. What do you mean?
Oh no, I thought that was on his.
No, so it said 132 million views.
Because he also did like an edit. He posted like, so he like edited like a whole bunch of.
That's like three. If assuming it's all like one view per person, that's a good like 3% of the world.
Assuming one view per person, you mean 300 views a guy?
Yeah, 100%. We watched it 3 times right now.
It's just weird that it's a knock that people are like, yeah, she smashes a bunch.
Yeah, but it's like it's unbecoming. You know what I mean? It's not classy.
Who the fuck are we?
Yeah, I mean we're in a house. That's not bad.
Logan Paul literally wears a Pokemon card on his neck, and
that's worth nothing now, right?
Yeah,
he took the biggest hits on NFTs, didn't he? NFTs are hilarious.
Yeah. His wife is unbecoming. Like, come on.
No, I'm saying that's why people would.
I understand.
I didn't even know she existed until that fucking video.
But doesn't that feel like one of those old standards that people don't understand why people are following? Like, it's unbecoming that she fucking rifles through dick.
Let's see the coochie though.
Like, is there any pictures? She's a supermodel. Yeah, there's gonna be tons of pictures of her.
Let's see her.
I love how you said, "Let's see the coochie." Like we can exclusively look at her vagina. Yeah, that's hilarious.
When she talks like that, she probably
actually kind of looks like Joe Burrow a little bit.
I don't know who that is.
He's pull up Joe Burrow.
1.8. That's pretty good.
Joe and then Burr. Yeah, it'll come up. Joe Burrow's a Bengals quarterback. Literally, they look identical.
Oh, go back.
Joe Burrow is this woman.
They do not look identical.
They're pretty friggin' close for man and woman.
That's a man, and this is like a model chick. Look at that photo. That's not a nice photo. I don't like that photo.
Which one?
That one right there where she's covering her face. That's like the dating app photo where the girl's like, she's got a fucked up face but a sick body.
That's hilarious.
When all the photos are the camera in front of the face. But yeah, obviously,
actually, that camera in front of the face photo there, that's one that's probably highly edited because nobody's legs really look like this. And you're like, oh my God, she's so hot. And then you meet her in person and you're like, why is my reality not what I believe it is?
Yeah, no, she's like, I mean, whatever. Like, go back.
That silent depression.
Yeah.
It's just Instagram.
She's like the model.
She's a model.
Super thin, lanky.
And now we're going to criticize her because she's horny as
Not at all.
frick.
Who's criticizing
Well,
her?
that's what's happening on there. Everyone, like, apparently this is like, it's just weird. It's
you
literally streamer dudes who are like, and I don't get it.
That helps her be like a kind of like a sex symbol, that whole thing. That helps her brand. That helps because she's a supermodel. Like, oh, I've been good and I need cock.
It also makes sense why her jaw, very sexual. Her jaw looks so strong. It makes more sense.
Yeah, she's got testosterone high up in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, look at that one in the blue. That looks like the sexiest girl at Auschwitz.
At Auschwitz.
Does that not look like
Also, not a lot of definition in the chest.
No. I mean, that's
maybe
the one
she's
where
going to hit incline bench.
That's the one where she's leaning back, though. So I'll give her that. Everything's fallen. But you say to reset the
maybe
body,
flat
man.
bench.
So then post pictures of
dumbbell,
unhealthy skinniness and fake body. Yeah, whatever. Fuck the comments. Anyways, enough with all this bullshit.
I want a thicker upper chest.
In other news, my homie, obviously, without work, how has it been? How are your days been?
Oh my God.
Tell me about your days now. What time do you wake up? What do you do? You're setting up a tour?
I'm up so early.
You're up like 7 a.m.?
Yeah. Actually, been drinking bone broth.
Yeah, you love, as long as I known you. You're the only guy I know who's like, yeah, I'm going to go to butcher shop, get some bones, make some broth, put some onions and leeks in that bitch.
Dude, it makes me sleep better. Freaking sleeping better. I've been actually experimenting to just see if it does. So the last 2 nights I didn't have it, I didn't sleep as well.
There's nothing more unemployed I've heard than experimenting with bone broth. That's the most unemployed thing I've ever heard. I'm experimenting with bone broth.
That's fucking
You're
hilarious.
not contributing to society at all.
Dude, I hope only I could deliver these facts to the world via a platform. Dude, I'm telling you, I bought it from Broya. I'm not advertising. They don't sponsor the podcast.
Butcher? What is that?
No, it's like this thing. I actually know the girl from Sault Ste. Marie. She was in one of the ads. So I was like, let me give it a shot. Your skin looks fantastic. So I started drinking it. And first of all, it doesn't taste gelatinous for me enough. It's in a nice bag. But it's good. Nutrient dense.
I'm working on this new thing where I don't respond with words.
I was trying that. Okay, so before the show started, what do you call these people? They came to the door. They were a little Portuguese couple, very old. So this shocks me because it's...
This whole area is Italian and Portuguese. They'll come with confidence and speak in the
So
native.
boss is like, you got to go to the door. There's a couple Jehovah's. These are your people.
No. I could tell that. I thought they were old Italians that wanted something who have come to the door before.
Yeah.
I go, I just come out and they're like, wrong house. And they dip. So, but
Yeah.
for here, I'm like, I didn't want to deal with these people.
So sometimes you'll turn on the full Sudani right on them?
No, I don't even have to. I just show my face. I don't even speak. Yeah, exactly. We were wrong house here.
Flip-flops on, your toes exposed? That scares people the most.
Yeah.
Exposed
Imagine
feet.
being like at your home and you come with exposed feet and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
and they leave. What fucking losers, huh?
Dude, I was in an elevator today and this guy's feet, jeez, they were a mess.
Yeah.
But let me finish the story. Jehovah's who weren't Jehovah's, they come to the door and the boss is like, please give, like, the boss is a celebrity now. He's like, please get these people away from my house.
Dante.
Get these people out. So I go to the door and
Messy
he starts
bodyguard.
just speaking Portuguese at me, which I appreciated. Because,
I heard it from here. He goes, English.
I literally just said English at him. Because if he's going to start speaking that shit to me, I'm going to tell him where I'm at.
By the way, if you were at your house, you wouldn't have just said English.
100% I would.
No, you would have been like, oh, I don't speak English, please. You would say it like that.
Why?
The fact that I was like, yo, handle this, and
No,
you
no,
knew
no,
you
no.
were heard, you were trying to
No,
be
I
funny
think-
from a distance.
No, I think
Because
that-
he goes, it was kind of rude to just be looking at these elderly people and just be like, English.
That's just me.
No, it's
That's
not.
just me, man.
No, that's because you went and handled it and you knew you could be heard.
No.
That's why.
Honestly, I would say the same thing. You should see if I interact with somebody, like there's a lady one time, even when we did it when we went to BC, we had to get the room. And I said to the lady, like, you're not making sense.
Well,
Kamloops.
Kamloops.
So we had to go to this like Oasis sex pool lounge to sleep.
Was that
And the
Kamloops?
lady's like,
no,
hey,
dude, that was fucking
Kelowna.
That was Kelowna.
Dakota. So we go to Kelowna, we go to the hotel room, and the lady's like, yeah, it's just around the corner. She's talking to me like I work there, like I know what's around the corner. I'm like, no. And she's like, she's fumbling her words. And I go, you're not making sense.
Yeah, I remember that. And she wasn't, and that was okay.
So I said English at these people, and the guy goes, "Oh, we're looking for exclusively speaking Portuguese people to talk about the Bible with." And then he was like sad that I was just this.
He said that?
Well, no, he's just like, "You're good." He's like, he was done with me.
But he knew his Bible
He's
stuff,
like, "Are you
right?
Portuguese?" I was like, "No." Yeah, he said Bible.
Yeah, you're like, not Portuguese. I don't even like Portuguese people. He's like, we'll be on our way. I love the
That's
comment.
really smart, actually. Think about that. 'Cause
Jordan answers the door.
you get a Portuguese guy comes to your house and you're Portuguese, you feel bad, probably.
Of course.
So like, this is like my whatever they call
My buddy
them.
JD, I'm happy he wasn't here.
What
He
do the
would've been in
Portuguese call their
conversation.
grandparents? Chicken?
Nonna, I think. Is that what you call them?
No, it's Italian. I think they all. How many versions of grandmother are there really?
Nonna, Mona.
How many countries on the globe?
Haboba. We like the Arabs.
Yeah, right? Is that right?
Sudanese at least. Haboba.
Haboba? Is that what you call your grandmother?
Yeah, Haboba, I think.
Does it always come back to grandmother? Do you think? Is that your North Star for the term? Because like Nunna, I like Nunna. Like Nunna?
Yeah, kind of sounds like Nana, but
I like that. That's my North Star.
because Nunna was the original Nana, and then people with money started being like, "Yo, we could just hire young, non-family related bitches to raise our child while we continue to excel in the corporate world."
Would you always be raising your kids if you were super, super rich?
That's like a tough one because for our type of work, it's a lot of travel, right? So it's like it's easy to say no, like because you see it a million times of like when we take Gunner to the dog park. There's like a park right next to that. It's like fucking it's like 100 little white kids with their Filipino nannies.
Yep.
Damn.
And you're just like,
Filipinos.
hey, it might be fun. They're going to play and stuff like that. But at one point, like I dated a chick who was way closer with her nanny. Like she came from money. Yeah, these fucking spoiled chicks. I have to tell the horse chick. But
The horse chick.
the horse chick.
She
No, the
owned-
whore chick.
Wow.
Her voice was hoarse. no. But she was way closer with her nana than her parents. Like she still,
Yeah,
her
of
nana was
course.
like brought her up. So she's like, we were like 27 at the time, and she would like hang out with her and see her, and she was sick and help her and stuff like that. But like her dad owned like farms and had horses and stuff, and like she was not at good terms with her dad, and like her
Sad.
dad built her an apartment on top of the horse barn.
Wow.
So
Have
it
you
was so
seen-
weird. Like I would go over there and like spend the night, and then I'd like come out in the morning, and, like, come down the stairs, just be literally like 8 horses. Just like
Literally sounds
having-
like the fucking 30s. That you're
yeah,
describing.
it was. That's why I had to do it quietly.
Holy
Vince is up there.
Have you ever seen the movie The Help?
I haven't, but I know the help.
That's what it's about. She's
Straight help. Yeah.
their mothers are really the
Yeah.
nannies.
Yeah, but then the point is that like then
What's
you
that?
then
Quick
you have
movie.
like fucking really distant relationship with your kids, and it's like what are you gonna do?
Also tells you like humans kind of similar to dogs. You could rescue me.
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Not you specifically, but in general.
I wonder if at birth, if you were with a completely white family, at what point would you ask?
Imagine I'd be blacker than I am now. Like we don't understand what happened exactly. It's,
Like you always wear a backwards
Yeah.
hat with
I remember
LA
there was,
Lakers on it.
Do you guys see Atlanta? Have you seen that?
oh yeah,
The
I
show,
show
no.
season 4, but yeah.
There was the one episode called Trinity to the Bone. I don't know if you remember. And there was a white kid, and his parents were rich, but his caretaker was Trinidadian, right? So he like put spices on his food. He knew all the Trini songs and all that stuff, and just partying with them.
Oh yeah, and he always had headphones on, right?
I don't know about that, but yeah, he was
Usually, like,
basically
no.
like more Trini than he
Not
was
that.
like a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Like Paul Thompson's more Muslim than.
Paul Thompson's everything.
Yeah.
but white.
Dude, I
have
was-
you seen? Oh man,
He's talking about doing shows in India with Ashwin.
Paul. What's it called? Mark Corliss filmed a thing called Bobtail Get Wrong, a short movie.
Yeah.
starring Paul Thompson as like one of the leads. Man, Paul Thompson's an incredible actor.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he fucking like we could watch it after. It's really good. At
Yeah.
least his parts, but like he just when you have like a solid actor, it fucking cements the thing you're watching.
You
to,
need
like,
you need one.
yeah, there's like one the main guy is like he's just things are happening. He's pretty good. Someone else is in it that we know. And Paul is in it in a way where it's like you forget he's acting. You're like, oh, he's the character. Actually, I'm like, made a mental note too when I see him, be like, wow, great job. And Mark,
he's awesome.
Mark loves working with him. He's like, bro, he's like the fucking ringer. He's like, he's just on his phone, and when you need him, he's just like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's always been like
high
that.
level shit right there.
We did a sketch once, and yeah, he just goes.
He goes fully into it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He goes fully into it.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what you need.
That's really what acting is. It's actually.
Oh, by the way, did you film the fucking
funny silly guy?
Yeah. With the friends, the super gay outfits they put you in. Is that filmed yet? That thing, remember the wardrobe they had you in? Like,
oh my God, the thing that I ended up wearing was completely unrelated to everything I tried on.
It was just regular clothes.
I had to go back. I went there on set. I brought the stuff that I had tried on that they liked. I got on set. They're like, you're still not approved. Your clothes are still not approved.
Like, we don't understand. All this stuff is super gay.
And then the lady started saying to me, she was like the fitting lady. She was like... usually when this happens where they can't figure out what they want you to wear, it's because you look like somebody that they really like.
And they're just trying to...
And they want you to just look like that, but they don't want to tell me who it is.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, okay.
It's like Ricky Martin.
I was like, you could have not told me this at all, and I would have just still tried more shirts on.
Yeah, it's better to just not... There's some things not to share.
Actually, the dynamic at the commercial, now having no corporate obligations.
Go in, brother.
I could see how I have different versions basically of myself in different settings. Like, we're all the fucking same. You know, like if I put you in the pressure cooker, there's X amount of responses to that situation. Like, you know, one guy's happy, one guy's not, you know, one girl's this, one girl's that, whatever. So we're at this commercial fitting, and if you don't act a lot, fittings, you're like, oh, maybe I'll try to get out of here in like an hour. You're like, no. Fittings are a long time. It's almost... I was saying to the people, like...
It's a giant range. I've put one thing on, and they were like, that's it. And I've put 14 variations on.
Maybe they were a mom, because you always do well with the moms.
But it's not them. It's the fucking...
A boss puts on his own shirt. They're like, yes.
Jackpot. We're done.
So you go to the fitting, and I sit down, and the girl's like, oh, I told work I'm just like on lunch. You think we're going to be done? And I just look over at her, and I'm like, nope. We're not. So it takes like 4 hours to do this. Yeah. So she's nervous beside me. She's like, oh, you know, I don't know about my job. Like, I've been working.
Oh, she's another actor that like...
She's another actor that was working full time. So she's like worried. And then this other guy is like, yeah, my work's like pretty cool with it. I could see sometimes like they ask me.
And in your head, you're like, you got 2 weeks left.
I'm like, yeah, you guys are fine.
You got 8 days left at that job, buddy. Yeah, they're actually like, really supportive of all this.
How long? You just start? Was it? Okay. You just started? Okay, great.
It's over.
And then you know what else? You work with these people.
Don't get the new car, bro. Just this is my piece of advice. Don't move. Don't get the new car.
Always buy $60 shoes. He had Pumas, all $60. I realize that all these people that I work with now, I've basically worked with like most of the people.
Like in the sense of like that type of person.
I see a commercial, I'm like, oh, I know you.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that's anytime.
There's like 8.
The YouTube commercials, the online ones.
Yeah.
I almost know them all.
Sam Burns is in a bunch.
Yeah. And I know the female and I know the male, and half of them I auditioned for.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I'm like doing like color accounting in my head. I'm like, I'll see it. I'm like, oh, they went with a brown. Okay. Brown and a white girl. Okay, all right. I thought it would have been, you know what I mean? Like Asian chick, black guy. That's
I do see how it scales up though. Like I live with Paul, and he was always like, I always want to get in a commercial. I think actually in a lot of cases, Paul's probably too much for the commercial. Like, he's too talented for it.
It's not even that. It's just Paul is like he's in the box of traditional straight white male that
but I
got
think
everything back in the day that they're trying to like stay away from. They're trying to get more you. Like, is he gay?
Paul,
is he not? You know what I mean?
Paul could pass for Italian.
Look at his hair. What the fuck is this guy?
But Paul passed for Italian. What I'm saying is like I think he's too talented. Like if no offense to any of these actors, but they're not comics, and sometimes they're just this is their side gig. They do a few commercials here and there. Most of these people are pretty stiff on camera. You can attest to that in a commercial, unless there's somebody you know who can do it. And when you get a guy like Paul or you now who's done a lot of shows, it kind of shows a little bit. Like when I've seen auditions, it's like you almost shine too much. Like if they need you to be like a featured background, like Paul Thompson can't be a fucking featured background.
He steals focus.
He's too noticeable.
He steals focus.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, we want to upgrade this guy. Oh, well, okay, now they don't, like, that's probably what happens. Where, he's not the client, wasn't going for this guy. And they're like, well, no, watch his fucking thing. And they're like, it's different. With the show, you can really, like, be your thing. And that's where it's like, with commercials, it's all fucking luck. If you look like what they want you to look like.
It is. Commercials has nothing to do with talent.
On set, when we did this commercial I just did, The director was like, okay, we're going to ad-lib a few lines. And obviously I'm good at this. I do this practice every night.
It's so funny when they tell you on these sets to ad-lib and other people are like,
oh, they're nervous.
They're so nervous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God. I don't have to rember anything. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Or say it like how you think you need me to say it.
I'm like, oh, okay. Because you put me in a scenario, and I know the context of the product or something. There's 4 lines I could say right away that will work. 2 you'll like, you know? And one is like, you know what I mean? It's an enterprise commercial. I might just say, hey, you didn't hear this from me, but fuck budget. You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously it doesn't work, but that's I'll do that sometimes in auditions.
Get laughs and shit.
Like, it's like an enterprise commercial. I'll just talk shit about the competitor. Everyone laughs, but you never book. You know, because they're like, our angle is not to attack the competitor. I'm like, oh, fuck you guys.
Could you imagine you book 2 car rentals and you bash both of them and they run both of those?
No, you can't.
You can't. They lock you out.
You can't have competitive thing in the air.
So if you do a McDonald's, you can't do any fast food for a year.
By the way, fun fact, Burger King is killing it out there in UK, huh?
They do well.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Burger King is like, you know how like here people are like, yo, McDonald's. No one here is like, yo, Burger King, right?
Yeah, no.
It's like that time that ship has sailed. There, it's still like, yo, Burger King.
Really?
And is it good?
It's just how it is here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But like
that's sad. That's a sad reality.
Their marketing and everything is right on point with McDonald's out there. It looks incredible.
Like King, and they still have like a Monarch. Maybe.
No, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's true, actually. The Monarch.
Nando's is fucking huge out there. They love Nando's.
They love that shit.
They love a Nando's. My theory is that, you ever been to a Nando's?
Well, the Portuguese enslaved most of the world.
Damn right they did.
Yeah.
Side note.
I love how you have so much respect for slavery.
You ever been to a Nando's?
Damn right.
Yeah.
You know how they give you the sauces on the side? And the sauces are like bottled up. Peri, medium, hot, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I think my theory why it's so popular over there is because it has the liquor spout.
Keep talking.
They give you many. Everyone feels like they're getting shots. It's the vibe of a bar at food because they give you 40. Everyone's got bottles at the table.
I love how you're relegating their culture to this moment, but you're probably right.
It's buddy. They love Nando's. It's all over. They love it to a level that doesn't make sense.
They love drinking, is what you're trying to say.
Oh, drinking is on a different level. I was doing a bit out there where I go, man, you guys drink like. I do the whole bit, but then I go, everywhere I go, I hear shots, rounds. What am I, in Afghanistan?
That's funny.
Everyone, you know, I had buddy, I was dying at the beginning. At the end, I had 10 minutes to hone 10 minutes. That kills there every time.
And now you're just not going to do it here?
No. A lot of it will transfer over. Over there, you know how Quebec we make fun of? All the country laughs.
Yeah.
In the States, make fun of Alabama or Mississippi, all the country laughs.
You can make fun of Alabama anywhere.
Over there, Wales.
Wales.
So I literally go like this. You guys really go in on the Welsh. I get it. It's your Alabama out here. Big laugh.
Yeah.
Right? And then I do this whole thing about, they call them sheep shaggers out there.
The Welsh.
Like they fuck sheep. And I do a whole bit. The bit goes like this, because it's true. One guy, old man, came up to me after the show. He goes, you know why they call them sheep shaggers?
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'm about to find out.
Yeah, literally.
I just say it, right? He goes, back in the day, Welsh farmers would sneak into England to steal sheep, which was the death sentence. But if you claim you were just banging them, it was just a fine and some shame.
Huh.
And then he leaned in and whispered, and it's well worth the fine. He had sheep pussy breath and everything. And it's well worth the fine. And it's well
So they would steal them. They didn't actually fuck them. They just lied.
That's what they would say to get out of the death sentence. But then I go, man, imagine that was a human policy. It's not kidnapping, it's rape. How happy would Bill Cosby's lawyers be?
Oh my God.
Your Honor, these women were not stolen. Who do we make the check out to?
We can't make coats out of these bitches at all.
Yeah. But it was fun out there, man. And it's sick because you have to put so much shit, sub out so much material, figure out your experience, give them. You gotta. The way it works there is you gotta do crowd work. You gotta do crowd work there because it's all free shows. They have no vested interest in you. They don't know who you are. You gotta do crowd work. Get everybody going into it. Then hit them with my local shit. Get them into it with references I know. Now it's been 15 to 20 minutes of laughs and fun. Then you can hit them with your shit from here.
Yeah.
But now that as soon as I landed here, I realized I have 30 minutes more material back here now, and I have more shit, and I tightened the shit, and thanks for that, by the way.
Yeah. You know what? We stayed in the nice...
Now I'm in the center. Rule of thirds, Playboy. Bring it
back. Hey, boy.
Give me a little less white. I'll tell you when. There you go.
Are you going to go back? Or now it's America.
I mean, I'm working on the... It's funny you say that because I'm working on the visa, I told you. I ran into Michael Moses, who...
He texted me.
He submitted it, what I'm about to do this next week. He did that 1 year ago and has not heard back yet. 1 year ago. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was under the impression that I should have this motherfucker kicked off in 3 to 4 months.
I mean, you like to move quick. You know how I knew you and
Moses...
Based
on the lawyer.
You and
not
Moses
based on me.
might have been talking about me because randomly he's in Instagram messaging me. He's like, hey man, how's it going? How you been? I'm like, oh great man, how are you? And then just we stopped talking.
That's so funny.
I'm like, oh, you guys were just talking about me probably. Sitting hanging out, having a good time with the
Maybe.
boys.
Yeah. I don't even remember talking about it.
No, I'm saying like you probably had a bunch of... You know how like having a bunch of drinks in somewhere?
Yeah.
You're out on like a vacation and you're talking with somebody that you like, and then you just message them and you're trying to create the same emotion that you have.
But you're not. You're like,
yeah, it doesn't translate through the phone.
Him and I, we go to a bar, day drinking one day, 2-3 o'clock, because he does his channel is called Every Day, Same Time.
Yeah.
He goes around, he goes to a restaurant for 5 to 7 days and goes at the same time and orders the same thing in hopes that they will remember the thing. And he's got a big channel, big following from it. But we go do it. He's doing it at some place called Oink Pulled Pork Thing. We go to a bar. We were ordering. Old Scottish guy. Not even old, like 50-old guy with like... By the way, I knew this guy was like... It's so... The drunkenness level you run into... By the way, bars... some of them open at 6 a.m. over there, number one.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
The level of drunkenness you'll run into on 1 or 2 p.m. First, you think they're autistic or retarded.
So they're not even professional drunks.
Just they're like 8 beers in and it's 1 or 2. You know what I mean? This guy goes like, we're right at the bar. When a guy talks to me about some performer, deep down I know the performer he's talking about is black. That's the only reason. He goes, y'all fellas seen the kid playing? And we're like, what kid? And we're like ordering. And he's like, oh, he was fucking great. He was singing. I'm like, no, he had an instrument? No, he was rapping. And we're like, here we go. Right? And we're just looking at each other smiling. And he's just like, he's got, you know, the Kanye West glasses with the white lines?
The shutter
He's
shades.
wearing those.
He has those exact ones without the white lines. Like as far as frame wise, they're dark. It's like 2 o'clock inside. He's alone. It's a bar with like people that are together. He's just so fucked up. And we're like, as he was talking, we're just like, no. Like, I'm like, I know the kid is black. I know that's what he's going for. Oh man, Snoop Dogg would have been proud. He literally said that shit.
That's
Snoop
hilarious.
Dogg, we would have made Snoop Dogg proud. And fucking would have just like walked away from this fuck. We're like, all right, buddy, we're gonna check him out.
If being drunk never got violent, it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I never saw. By the way, there's really like
Over here sometimes.
so no racism. It's very interesting out there.
What do you
It's
mean?
so old. It's not. It's such an old society. Like we went to a place. We went to a place on the Largs. Type in Largs, Scotland, just to show you where it is, on like the ocean. Just because we rented a car one day, I wanted to get the fuck out of town. Yeah, like right.
Oh my God,
here.
look at that church.
Yeah,
The hell's that?
yeah. We're like, there's like signs saying the history of it. They're like the Battle of Largs. This 1260. 12.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Their history out there is like the beginning, you know?
Yeah, but it's like when you go to small towns in like the States, there's there's kind of like you know, we're just a close-knit community, you know, you're an outsider. But when you go to small towns there, it's such an old society that like they've dealt with foreigners for like hundreds of years.
They've literally fought them off.
So it's me and 3 Africans in like the smallest Scottish white town, this town.
Wow.
And like there's little kids running like around us, like and like not even looking twice.
The
You know
beginning
what
of
I
a
mean?
Disney movie?
They don't give a fuck, right? They literally don't give a fuck at all. Like, and it's interesting to see because I'm like, oh, I know if I was in the States and it'd be like a tiny white town in the middle of fucking Montana and we're like 3 black guys.
Yeah, it'd stop.
The kids would be like, oh, like these guys don't look like they're from here. These kids, they didn't even bat an eye. They didn't give a fuck. I'm like, this is like some old society shit. We're in like, it's called Weatherspoons. It's like they're very like cheap restaurant chain over there. The owner's like a billionaire in Scotland. And it's like packed with the locals. Packed. That's literally it, I think, too.
Weatherspoons?
It's called Weatherspoons.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're so cheap. They're like, that's the funny thing about when you go to Scotland is you think the British pound is almost exactly 2 times the Canadian. So you think everything will be half the price because you think the economies are like lined up. Everything is the same what we pay here, but in a British pound.
Holy shit.
Like Burger King, £12.65.
So how
I
much
had
is
a
that
meal
Canadian?
with fries and this for $21, $22 Canadian.
Oh, damn.
But this place, Weatherspoons, is the only place where the prices are what it should like it feels like you get a burger, fries, and a beer for £7.50.
So why is this guy so rich? Is it just this chain of restaurants?
Because this is literally the one we went to.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just that they're so affordable. They're all over the place. They're great prices.
You get like
they keep
buffalo
the prices low.
chicken wraps out there. What's the deal?
A lot of fish and chips. No tartar sauce. So weird.
What do they do?
They do fucking vinegar, salt, and pepper, and like
damn.
And in Edinburgh, they do like a weird homemade. It's in the middle of ketchup and marinara sauce. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Is it good?
It's like a
no,
red sauce
it was not good. No. I was there. I'm like, yo, I haven't even had fish and chips here, man. There's a place to have it, and I fucking had it. I was like, oh, the random place here that does like Archie's or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
way better.
Yeah.
Give us the tartar sauce, motherfucker.
I think you're allowed to elevate it once you get out west. You're like, you know what? My palate's a little bit more than Witherspoon.
No, Witherspoon's a solid food. They keep the prices reasonable for what it should be. But Edinburgh's like going to like fucking, like Edinburgh's their cultural hub. In the 1 month, that's 1 billion people come for the thing.
Jesus.
So it's the time to exploit tourism and everything.
Yeah, and you're jacking them up.
Yeah, everything. Everything is just unaffordable.
It's like going to the exhibition.
Dude, most shit that's expensive is just arbitrary. Like the X, why the hell does it cost money to go in? I'm going to spend money in there.
Where's the X again?
It's exhibition place.
Where is that again?
Lakeshore, yeah. Down by Liberty Village.
Where they have like concerts and shit.
And rides and games.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a fair.
I hate that shit, dude. I told you I went to the Halal Rib Fest, and it was
halal.
It was. I love how I said it the right way, and he's making fun of it. That's that ignorant shit. That's that Canada shit. That's that new society bullshit.
Did you say there's no Halal Rib Fest?
Yeah, there's just no ribs there.
No. It's beef ribs, bro.
Oh,
but
beef ribs.
Yeah, their beef ribs are better than pork ribs, but like pork ribs are more plentiful and decent. It's just beef ribs are expensive, blah blah blah. But it's like $25 or $20 a pop to get in, and I was like, oh, okay. The deal is we all pay an admission, and we get a very reasonably priced thing on the inside.
No, sir.
No. When I went in,
what are you talking about?
It was double the price of a rib on the outside. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? What am I doing here?
Dude, think about this for a second.
Fuck halal. I'll go fucking stab that.
I'll halal you some math right here. The C&E, it's I think it's called the North American Midway, that the company is what it is. The rides are the same. Since you've been 5 years old, those are the same rides. It might even be the same people working the rides. Yeah. The only thing that's different is like the plush toys and shit. Some of those are expensive, but why is it so much more money? The Polar Express is fucking...
Did you hear about the guy?
Yeah. It's like 50 years old.
I don't know what the Polar Express is. I don't know about the guy.
It's this crazy ride that basically goes backwards.
Take a picture of it. Or sorry,
it goes backwards, but it goes really fast. Let me just set the table here. The X and C&E, for some reason, if you go to Canada's Wonderland, I've never gone, people say the rides aren't as fast. The C&E is like, let's just jack this shit up to 10. If there's like a safety rating on the equipment, they turn it off.
Okay.
This shit's going fast as fuck.
Love it.
Yeah. And...
this is the one where everyone throws up on each other and centrifugal forces bring it back on you?
No, that's Gravitron.
Yeah, you're thinking of Gravitron.
You're thinking of Gravitron.
It's like
actually, you're thinking of Gravitron. But the reason why these things have to go so fast is they're small. So there's only cops.
Yeah,
there's only one like little thing it does.
Right, by the way.
We actually I went on a little roller coaster. I went like last Monday. It's fun as shit.
Yeah,
it's literally sitting on fucking there by 2x4s. How is the price going up? 2x4s, 100-year-old machine.
Yeah, this is literally the same ride. Like bring the same ride there every year. Probably don't even update it.
Dude, what I lose my mind at is, okay, they take this shit apart, put it back together endlessly.
Yeah.
How have people not just died a lot?
You know what mistakes like with the fuckery of like putting it back together?
Yeah. Dude, how many times have you put something together, taken it apart, put it back together perfectly?
You miss like 4 bolts.
When has that ever happened? That's literally the only thing they do.
Well, I think in my theory is that this is the type of shit that it's like where safety, it's guaranteed death if you don't do it right. The liability is massive.
Oh, like you're saying you can't even turn it on.
They have 2 waves. It's like they have a thing in engineering called poka-yoke, baka-yoke, idiot-proofing things. So it's like a big red thing. If you do not see the big red thing, that is not fixed. So they put a lot of those and they simplify it as much as possible. So the breakdown and assembly is minimal steps, and the liability is just so huge You know what I mean? The liability is just so massive because we're spinning children around.
Literally.
So I'm thinking that people don't fuck around with that setup breakdown. Has anyone ever died on this thing?
Yeah.
A lot, and they still have it on.
I don't think he died. He's injured. He's injured as fuck. Somebody's died on the zipper. The zipper's like a scary. It literally goes up and it just fucking.
They got their wiener cut off.
People have died. Actually, check this out.
Have you ever closed your wiener on
Look
a
up
zipper?
how many deaths.
Most pain in my life.
Yeah, that's
hell on earth.
Get it? How many deaths have occurred over how long has this been going on? Because there's.
Does CNE stand for City News Everywhere?
I have no idea.
No.
But
Canadian National Exhibition.
Okay.
That's just the website.
That's just a cool.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, but
I like how they put the everywhere.
When's the last time you went on some of those rides? I went the last Monday, 2 months ago.
I've never even been in there before.
But you never done those rides at a fair ever?
Yeah, the Western Fair in London.
Yeah,
we had
like
the same
the
thing.
Scrambler and shit.
The up and down, the Ferris wheel.
Some of those rides are a fucking
They all got
mess.
names like they're fucking like breakfast specials.
Yeah.
The Scrambler.
No, but even like
the All-American. You're like, yeah, look at that.
Right.
The Lumberjack. It's like, that comes with extra pieces of sausage. Sign me up, dog. Let's go.
It's actually ingenious. They basically figured out how to it's always the same
Pending an
motion
investigation
too.
after their man was apparently tossed from the ride at around 9:30 last night.
And it's always
I love how we need the time. Wait, what time of day was it?
Well, everyone had
9:30. I'm told he has a concussion, other wounds after hitting ground hard. After hitting, they didn't have enough. they didn't have enough characters to ride hitting the ground. All other ride attractions remain open. That's what they should have lost that and shifted the. What's going on? After hitting ground hard.
Yeah, all
the other rides are open. Everything else is good though.
Have you ever been on that ride, the Polar Express?
No.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised the guy's not dead.
Yeah?
It goes fast.
It just spins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just going backwards.
Too.
Yeah.
So it goes forwards and then
I hate when they do that
backwards.
shit. Like this is all they could figure out, you know? I love how someone's like, hey, they did a conference meeting like, guys, listen to this. We reverse it.
All of these rides, as soon as you get in them, you're like, your body tells you something's wrong. Yeah, could go wrong. Something's wrong here. Yeah. You're like, oh no.
They are. You feel the age of it, the sounds.
No, that's why I
give of the metal thing when you stand.
So often, you need a little bit more excitement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like going to the fair, and I like to see that my rides are held up by 2x4s.
Yes,
they're like leveled by.
I'll just go to Behemoth. You know.
See, but this guy in line, you know how there's these fringe people that exist?
Yeah.
So I was in line and he just kept repeating to some lady, he's like, these are way faster than Canada's Wonderland. This is way faster, these rides. He just kept saying it. These are way faster than Canada's Wonderland. I'm like, dude.
Relax.
Live another thing. Get more stories. Jesus.
By the way, I checked in a bag with Air Canada. That's more excitement than I need anytime soon. You're just there at the carousel. Like, I'll never. Then I see that video. I put it on the thing and I was like, I'll never see this bag again.
Yeah.
And the lady comes over. She's laughing. She works for She's like, oh, don't be like that, man.
I know. It's literally gone.
Man. I'm like sayonara. Like I wish I had bagpipes right now. That's like the same as putting a human in the ground at a fucking cemetery, dude.
Man, I just went, speaking of Air Canada, I just booked a flight with Air Canada.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. I went to the passport office to get my passport renewed.
That's some unemployed shit right there. I just like to remember the feeling.
Yeah.
You making some bone broth booking fucking null and void.
Hey Google,
flights?
please book me a flight to Winnipeg. I booked it because when you go to the passport office, I was like, oh, I want it quicker. I want the passport quick. So I was under the impression that they only give it to you if you have like itinerary for a flight or something. So I'm in line and the lady in front's like, oh, you're going to have to show your flight. So I'm like, oh, I should get a flight, right? And just return it. You have 24 hours. So I go in the front. They're like, oh, how long do you want your passport? I was like, I just want it as fast as possible if you can. She's like, okay, go through this door. I get up. The guy's like, do you have a flight in the next 10 days? And I had booked it for the next 30 days. He's like, I was like, it's in 30 days. He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You're going to get it on the 12th anyways. I was like, oh, great. Just
nice.
Me being dumb then. Great.
Nice.
But I fucking refunded it. Thanks, Air Canada.
Attaboy. So you got the refundable flight.
I used points.
That's big money.
No.
The refundable flight's 9 times the price.
Any flight within 24 hours, you get a full refund.
Yeah, within 24 hours. I know.
Yeah, 25th hour? No, don't even ask.
Sorry, Playboy. Looks like you're going to Saskatoon.
I like Air Canada, man. They got fucking nice seats.
Have you ever flown Delta, bro?
No.
And fuck the seats. The seat, that's Boeing. That's not Air Canada, all right? That's like fucking fly Delta.
That's Boeing.
Delta. When you fly Delta, it reminds you of flying back in the day.
What do you mean? You could smoke in there?
No, not like back in the day. That was, we never were around when they smoked.
No, they only warn us of it.
Just, they give you, no matter the length of the flight, they give you water, they give you a snack.
Have you ever flown Swoop?
Yeah, of course. This is what I'm talking about, of like fucking human rights violations. Swoop,
what are you talking about? What's that
the
swoop?
seat don't recline.
They
That
don't
moment
even
when
give
you're
you
on
water.
Right.
They don't give you water on the flight.
the moment,
That's
yeah. They give you a catalog first and foremost. A menu. Flair gives you a menu. There's a moment of panic when you realize the button has been deactivated, so they could fit one more row or whatever the fuck in the back. Where you're like, oh, I'm sitting just like this for all the way to Vancouver. All right, don't panic. I got this. No entertainment system. Like, it doesn't matter where you fly in fucking. You can go Detroit to Nashville, which I did all the time. Hour and a half flight. Food, a snack, watch your show. You can board within.
Live your life.
You can board. They'll let you on 25 minutes of departure. They'll let you on the flight still. They block it from 20 minutes, which is a fair amount, right? Like, if it departs 9 and you come 8:39, they'll let you on. Whereas other people, they're like fucking. It could be everyone is on that bitch and it departs in 40 minutes and they're like, sorry, we can't.
And then it gets delayed.
Yeah. And sorry, you still can't go on. Yeah. That plane's not taking off even today, sir.
Why can't they just make like high speed buses or some shit?
Because they have to go on the road.
That's a terrible.
Just give me a lane, dude.
Just a bus that goes 200 kilometers an hour behind a Corolla that has no brakes.
You mean a train?
Yeah, but like trains are always down and shit, man.
No. You're thinking of like subway shit, right?
Yeah.
You need like Japanese style bullet train, which they
Like,
wanted to do here, but then
yeah.
the money is like Canada.
Why can't
It's
they make
just-
Via Rail go faster? Like, is it just the guy?
No, because that it's a function of like the rails that are down there, the technology they have on them. They're already built to spec. There's no like, yo, put it on speed 7. You know what I mean? And even if they do, it'll increase speed maybe by 30%. You need it to go up 10 to 12 times speed.
200,000%.
Yeah. So like, Canada just sucks for that shit. Like,
I
the money doesn't really
train travel, if I'm honest.
Bro, high speed train in China and Japan, you're like, buddy, you get on with your little ticket, you could board right up until like 3 minutes before it dips.
Yeah.
Gone.
Like
you arrive right in the center. It's not like, airports 40 minutes away from the city center. You got to take a $30 cab to get in. You're right in the zone of the main everything. It's just, they don't have the money like that here. They do. They have the money. It's just going to Ukraine, right? That's the game.
Yeah, and
Ukraine's got like, they're building bullet trains in Ukraine right now. Oh no, I meant bullets.
I'm also conditioned to think that, over there in China, people aren't just as happy. So I can suffer through the subway because they're not as happy as us.
They're not. Like, I mean, they're like, what is happiness out there?
To
The
me,
idea of happiness is very individualistic.
to me,
North
getting to
America
Hong
shit.
Kong from Shanghai, I don't know how far it is, but
that you gotta
cut it down.
That's like, you gotta cross. I don't think there's a bullet train there because it's kind of like weird country changes. Not really, because they own Hong Kong.
And is it faster than a bullet?
No, not as fast.
How fast do bullets go?
Bullets go like Mach 2, something
Really?
like that.
Depends on
how
what
fast
bullet.
the bullets go. Actually, maybe faster than speed of sound.
They ever have slow bullets, or is it always just
They'll vary.
Like a paintball, dude?
No, bullets.
dude? Paintballs aren't slow.
Slower than an actual bullet.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, Mach 3.
Mach 3.
Yeah.
No wonder they're so hard to dodge.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Attaboy.
man,
That's his opener. Yeah, okay, but how fast are bullet trains?
My new opener is going to be. I would love to get into porn, but my family's too small.
Oh,
Hey, and if I fucked a step sibling, I'd be gay.
I do this bit now where I've been opening with. I was at the barbershop today. I just go there to reminisce.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
and then I do a whole saga on hair. But not.
Then I do a whole saga on how I don't have hair.
Yeah, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
I like saying or lack thereof.
Wait,
You know what
when
pisses
did you?
off? You know what pisses my girl off? When she goes, "I love you," and I go, "And I you." Nothing.
And I you.
Nothing pisses her off. I'll say it all day.
And
I
I
you.
When did you?
Like it's Frasier.
When did you first lose the hair?
Like when was it start receding? 23 or 24.
Was that what happened?
22.
So take us through. Like, what was it? Just receding?
No, if you see
hair?
my graduating, like university graduating picture, which is like 22, 23, it's like I still look like I have hair. Like it's still not far back enough that you have to shave.
What's the most hair you've had? What age?
Full hair, you fuck.
No, like what age was the last year? What was the last year?
I still consider that
17,
22, 23.
Okay.
No.
No, I'm saying was it like thick at 20 and then you started?
Yeah. Like it just, the hairline was going back and everything was still thick.
Yeah.
And then it was like 25, 26. You know when you notice that it's thinning? Is when you come out of the shower and you towel the back aggressive and you towel the top lightly. That's when you know.
That's funny.
You don't want to address it, but you know.
How forward was the hairline?
Normal.
No, like everyone's is different. So where was yours?
A little further back from Dante's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dante's got a nice ass hairline.
Yeah, you got a 3 head. That's not even a 4 head, bro. You can't even put 3 on that bitch.
Holy shit.
I got 5.
Will you have any pictures of you with like a beautiful hair?
Like not online. Like I'd have to pull something up here.
Yeah, because I've only ever known you as
Balding.
strong. Is this, you call this balding?
No, I'm bald.
Yeah.
The ing is gone. The ing is gone.
He stopped fighting.
So what's the upkeep for the bald? You got to shave
It's
your
nice.
head?
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I know. I'm in the zone now. I like it. Now that I got my Jason Statham material and
Yeah.
stuff, I'm in
So
the
what
zone.
do? You shave your head? Because the sides come, right?
Yeah, and even like up until here, it's all dents, which I thought was nothing. Now I'm like, it actually looks fine. If it all comes in and you got a beard, people excuse the front. And here's another cool thing. Baldness is cool out there. Baldness is cool
out in Edinburgh.
Like not cool like in the UK.
It's
Baldness is a lot
acceptable.
more like like Mickey Rooney, all these motherfuckers. Like baldness is Wayne Rooney, not Mickey Rooney.
Mickey's a better name for him.
No, like the soccer player.
Yeah.
Or Zinedine Zidane or Jason Statham. These people
Zinedine's got a beautiful head of hair.
You could be like a leading man, like a nice, like an alpha proper. Just like
bald.
Here, it's kind of like bald with kind of like there's a lot of shame attached with it.
I mean,
like every time I did a show
Yeah.
where I was like, now I'm rocking the permanent Jason Statham. Every girl's like, wow, which you never get that here.
Oh.
You never get that
Who's
here.
Jason Statham?
What?
No, that's not those.
No, everyone knows who Jason
Yeah,
Statham
they
is.
knew. He's too popular.
Yeah.
You know he was a diver?
Damn right he was.
Yeah.
Probably
Skinny
clearly
Brit.
dove a little too deep, if you know what I'm talking about.
So you're telling me right now, if you wanted to, you could grow like 3/4 scalp?
Yeah, don't you? You can see it, can't you?
I can't. I
Like,
can.
up
I
here-
can tell.
Up here, it's there's really not much going on, and then right when you start feeling in here, it's like straight.
Thick. So what's your weekly routine here?
Just fucking.
How many times a week?
Depends. Once.
Yeah.
Yeah, once. It's actually every 5-6 days, not even 7. 8th day, I look like, remember when Andrew Tate came out of Romanian jail? It looks just like that.
Now, do you shave your balls as often?
No, not at all.
When
They
you're,
don't grow nearly as fast.
when you're not single,
and they don't have to be. And my balls don't I never let it get to a bush, but I never shave. I trim, number one.
Yeah, no,
and
no.
it's probably, I take like a trimmer to the ball area maximum
Actually, I just discovered a new tool for
every
the
3
balls.
weeks. Manscaped?
Micro
3.0. Lawnmower.
Microplane.
Microplane.
It's like for little hairs, you'll do it. It's like a smaller razor. You could literally, it's
That
fantastic.
sounds like ingrown hair galore. to
No,
me.
no.
Yeah.
It's easy.
But you have like straightish
why-
hair. You have like straightish hair.
No,
When you
it's
have curly hair,
It's curly, my hair.
looking at your beard. Oh, see, if you have curly hair, you get ingrown hairs a lot. So when you
yeah?
take it right to the bottom, then the hair is under like the follicle, so it comes back out. It makes ingrown hairs.
I
So
actually
that's why
wish
I gotta
they had
cut it when it's above.
I wish they had like a hot wax thing. You could just dip your balls in and then rip all the hair off.
Yeah, well, why don't you just have someone join that slapping competition? Just like pain. Just,
Well, not
how
that
about
I
just
like
punch
pain.
you in the jaw?
Maybe I
Like,
just like smooth balls.
at what price? At the price of 70,000
I think that-
hairs coming out at one time?
I think that because, like you said, the pubes don't grow that fast. Fuck it.
Would you get waxed?
I would need to try it once just to see. If it's too much, though, probably not. Yeah.
I'd get my chest waxed. I wouldn't get that area. What's the benefit? Then it comes in. It
Dude, it
comes
makes
in
your
real
dick
fine,
look
and it
humongous.
just how, buddy? If you fucking take a trimmer on 0,
It's like
it takes it down to a millimeter. If your hair is a millimeter length to zero, it came out of the follicle. There's nothing like your dick's got to be tiny for that difference to be like waxing. Nah, still, you think waxing still looking at the hairs first, bro?
You think waxing is just like that primal thing of like I have to dominate the hairs?
Nah,
I got to rip these out of their home.
My girl got waxed one time. She was so scared to do it.
What do you mean?
Like a wax, like a Brazilian. Yeah, she was so.
Girls get
scared.
lasered too.
Yeah. She's not that hairy that she needs it.
You think that chicks would? You think that science would have like hacked the physics?
I mean, that's what lasering is. That's a hack.
No, I'm saying like from the inside. They're like, actually, she's not gonna have hairy legs. And she's like 30. She's like, I want them.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently now there's a microchip to put in that's like birth control. You heard that?
Jesus.
I'm like, fucking don't. I'm like, she's like, yeah, my friend got it. I'm like, watch that bitch from a distance.
What do you mean a microchip?
Like they chip you and it's like birth control.
How does it do anything?
Hormonal control. I have no idea. I just literally found this out yesterday during the drive.
App.
Yeah, but what's it connecting to? It's not like you plug it in an SD card.
Buddy, we don't know science. Like, what are you? I don't. Even if I explain it to you, you're not gonna know shit.
No, I'm just.
You know fucking baseball, and do you even know that anymore?
Bone broth. Yeah, bone broth and baseball.
Yeah, bone broth and baseball.
But I'm saying
that's your album name,
you're
right
logician.
there. That's your album name. But get your fucking thing off me. You're fucking.
Give me your logician, your logic. Where's your logic taking you?
I just found out yesterday. I had no follow up questions. I let it happen.
Wow.
I continued walking.
No follow. Yeah, you just got home, so you're like, yeah, great story. Next.
Oh man, I'm so happy,
dude. I don't even with the dog. You microchip it. It's literally a GPS. So that makes sense. You just made it sound like they plug it into a spot in your neck, like they got a slot.
You ever be happy to be around Canadians, bro? As soon as I hit that airport and I was like in the gate going to Toronto, and someone's like, "Hey, can you watch my bag if you don't mind?" And I'm like, just that voice. I'm like, God, I want to go home.
But there were tons of Canadians out there, right?
Like scarce.
What do you mean?
Scarce.
You were one of few?
Yeah, I was one of few, without a doubt.
Really?
That's why I was so happy Moses came and Braden came. Audience members, every now and then there'd be someone American or Canadian, as far even if they're American, that like, because if someone says they're from Montana, I can make fucking jokes. If they're from Idaho, you know what I mean? Right? Because like I understand the states, I understand the dynamic. I've lived in the states, so it's like to me that's just an extension of Canada. It's North America. It's all one thing.
That's your favorite, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just get the references. I can make. I'm like, oh fuck, don't, you know what I mean? Don't park next to this guy or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like. But it was rare for the most part. Mostly UK people, a lot of like Spanish.
I just figured a lot of Canadian would have been out there like in the performers.
Some Canadians, but not a lot. I mean, there was a bunch of guys from Montreal that were there. A couple of guys, Zach Harrison Weinrib, you know,
he was out there. Yeah, he has a joke. He's a good joke about.
He has a lot of good jokes. He's a really good comedian, and he's incredible at. This blew my mind. It was the final night. Someone, Dion Owen, who's a Montreal guy, was out there, Canadian. He goes, yo, come on in. You got to hear this. Have a seat. Harrison has an amazing, what's his name? The king of Elvis Presley impression. It blew my mind. He does all by like memorized Elvis like karaoke.
Yeah.
And he just sings the songs word for word exactly how he does it. I have a video of it. It's fucking like.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like it just in as a stand-up bit or as karaoke?
As karaoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. So
the girls probably just go crazy. It doesn't even make sense coming from him.
Yeah. I can airdrop it to you, right?
Send it to me.
Dude, he's got a very specific look. He looks like he could be related to Carrot Top. His joke that I like that I was going to say is, I think I've actually mentioned it on the podcast or to you once. You pair wine with food, right? So red wine is with meat and then white wine is with like fish. It's like a common thing. At McDonald's, they do Coca-Cola with your Big Mac, but with fish, they do Sprite. So that's like their wine pairing is for Sprite.
That's their white wine, yeah.
And he just had this whole bit about it. I'm butchering it.
Yeah, no, he's really got this observational style shit.
Yeah, it's funny.
And he'll try shit out. He'll take big risks, and he's okay with like not a laugh. He's like, he's a beast.
That's him singing? What?
One more Blue Christmas.
Skip forward.
I love there's like nobody in there. He's just gonna fucking. That's so funny. Just being an artist, you know? And you're just like, let me video this. Abbas is sad and alone in Edinburgh. Listening to Elvis. Dude, I love Elvis. I've been to his house. Been to Elvis's house.
Yeah?
Yeah, Memphis.
What's it called?
Graceland.
Graceland.
Yeah.
Daisyland. Something like that.
The animal room, baby.
What's the animal room?
He just had an affinity for animals, so he has a room with a bunch of like taxidermy animals in it.
That's funny. That's a weird affinity. You want him living? Nah.
He had a monkey, I think.
Stuff him. Yeah. Everyone out of my... There's a level of fame. Yeah. There's always a level of fame that there's like 5, 6, 7, 8 guys hit where you just got to get a monkey.
Or a tiger, yeah.
Yeah. You're thinking like Tyson shit, right?
Yeah, there's...
Tyson or the Saudis, that's just level of wealth.
I think it depends on like how dominant a personality you think you are. Like Mike Tyson thinks he could fight a tiger.
Yeah.
Elvis is like I'm cool, just sit on my shoulder.
Yeah, Pryor, monkey.
Give me a monkey, yeah.
A bunch of people monkey. And let's end on that bitch. Yeah. It's been another episode of Close But Way Off. This boy's unemployed as fuck. I love it.
This Close But Way Off. What episode? 30,000?
I don't know. 20, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Check us out.
Back in the studio.
Hopefully
we'll see some clips, motherfucker. Get on them.
You can do clips as well.
No, I've been doing audio. That's not the way we divvied up shit.
Oh, wow.
And you haven't done clips.
I have, yeah. But audio is such a it takes you no time at all. You do it in 5 seconds.
Hey, there's a bunch of shit involved, right?
Not as much as clips, though.
Yeah, but that's because it was an accumulative knowledge from 200 episodes of the immigrant section.
That you supplanted the audio. You're like, I'll do the audio.
Otherwise, who knows what's popping? And I fucking... got the house. I put this shit up. This counts for something. You know what I'm talking about? This counts for something. Anyways, until next time, thank you for tuning in.